The Bible assigns a specific role for the starry heavens. And God said, "Let there be lights in the firmament of the heaven to divide the day from the night. Let them be for signs and for seasons, for days and years." Is it possible to recognize time in the starry heavens by general signs, by specific seasons, for years and for days? Hang with me. "And let them be for lights in the firmament of the heaven to give light upon the earth." They don't need us. God made them specifically in their filamental space, but we need them. We'll show you why in a moment. To give light, that was their purpose, to give light upon the earth, and it was so. And God made two great lights, the greater light to rule the day, the lesser light to rule the night. He made the stars also. I love that. He made the stars also. How many of them did he make with just the sweep of his? How many? Anybody remember? How many galaxies? 100 billion galaxies. Each galaxy, half a billion stars in each one. And he made the stars also. And we can demonstrate elsewhere, that's not the purpose at the moment, we can demonstrate elsewhere that all of that occurred within the literal 6th day of creation. Continuing. The interrelationship of all matter in the universe, the interrelationship, it's very important, of all matter in the universe provides a supporting cast for our world. With the stars, God is hugging us. How? Hang on. The object of the Creator's greatest attention, the place He would ultimately visit in person. Dr. Henry Morris was fond of saying, "Everything in the universe, animate and inanimate, constitutes a marvelous product of God's creative forethought and inventive skill. If a beautiful symphony requires a composer to create it, so much the more does the complex cosmic symphony of the universe demand a great creator of consummate wisdom and infinite power." I wish I'd said that, but he said it, and I agree with it. That is profound. So let's examine a small part of that complex cosmic symphony that supports the earth. Most of this information is in your lesson sheet, so you can use it. I hope you do use it. I hope you master the material. But we have added a little more, so you want to be sure to stay to the end. Number one, in this cosmic hug, this symphony, this supporting sounding board. Number one, the supporting shield for planet Earth. To the amazement of astronomers, an invisible shield some 7,200 miles out, 11,600 kilometers above the earth, has been found blocking killer electrons. Somebody's got our back, got us covered from bombarding our planet. Now, these electrons are necessary for the function of the entire universe, but we don't need to be shot by them. So there's a shield out there. These electrons can whip around the planet at near light speed and have been known to threaten astronauts, fry satellites, and damage space systems. If they hit Earth on a large scale, they could knock out power grids, radically changing the planet's climate and driving up rates of cancer. So, somewhat like the shields created by force fields, and we're quoting the astronomers, Dr. Daniel Baker, somewhat like the shields created by force fields on Star Trek that were used to repel alien weapons, and Star Trek was imaginary, but somewhat like that shield, we're seeing an invisible shield blocking these electrons, said Professor Daniel Baker from the University of Colorado at Boulder. The shield was discovered in the Van Allen radiation belts, two donut-shaped rings above Earth that are filled with high-energy electrons and protons. Held in place by Earth's magnetic field, illustrated here, The Van Allen radiation belts swell and shrink in response to incoming energy disturbances from the sun. We've known about those for quite a while. They were discovered in 1958 and are comprised of an inner and outer belt extending up to 25,000 miles, 40,000 kilometers above Earth's surface. Last year, Professor Baker led a team that used the twin Van Allen probes launched in 2012 to discover a third transient storage ring. Somebody is looking out for us. This ring is located between the inner and outer Van Allen radiation belts and seems to come and go with the intensity of space weather. So this ring is located between the inner and outer Van Allen radiation belts and seems to come and go with the intensity of space weather. This ring appears to block the ultra-fast electrons from breaching the shield and moving deeper towards Earth's atmosphere. It's almost like these electrons are running into a glass wall in space, said Professor Baker. It's an extremely puzzling phenomenon. We're not that puzzled about it. Somebody's watching out for us. And we do need all of the gamma and the beta and all of the energized rays. We need them for other purposes. The team originally thought the highly charged electrons, which are looping around Earth at about 100,000 miles per second. Ooh, that's fast. How fast does light travel? 186,864.4864. I'll have to double check that. But 186,000 miles per second. That's the speed of light. But these energized electrons are traveling at, wow, over half that speed, 100,000 miles per second. So they thought they would slowly drift downward into the upper atmosphere, but the impenetrable barrier seen by the twin Van Allen belt spacecraft stops the electrons before they get that far, said Professor Baker. Now, they're astounded that something like that would occur, but do you have any idea who might have just put all of that together for our benefit? Yes, you married a space guy. The Lord put him together. Sure. And He did it for us.